Hey everybody, Bobby Mar here, and I'm at a cafe. Sorry for my delay, but here we are for my weekly Siopa chat. I'm here every day at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. Today I'm at 1:15. But today our topic is really interesting. And if you like this, share this on Twitter, share this on Facebook. Let's get people part of the conversation. My name is Bobby Umar. I'm a four-time TEDx speaker, one of Inc. Magazine's top 100 leadership speakers, and most recently named a top 7 networking guru to follow on Twitter. And I'm here to share my thoughts and help entrepreneurs, help leaders, and help creative people to help figure out how to seize their passion. And today's topic is the power of mindset. Now, I'm from Toronto, Canada. Type below where you're from. I'd love to hear where you're from so I can say hello. Hey, Prashant, welcome to join us. Swagger Scan, good to see you guys. Hey, Sean, hope things are well. Be sure to add comments and ask questions as we go along. We're doing these every week, and we're helping a lot of people with find more passion and purpose in their lives. So that's really what we're all about. Prashant from India. Wow, it must be late there. Holy cow! Go to bed. No, stay till I'm done, then go to bed. So we're talking about the power of mindset. So and again, if you like what you're hearing, share the heart, share the triple tap the hearts. We love hearts. It's great. Share us on your social media channels. Let's get people part of it. I appreciate that, Prashant. You're there for me. Great. So let's talk about the power of mindset. I'm going to start off by sharing a really important quote and also introduce a little guest. This is my friend Natalia Juarez. Hi. So she's a love coach and also really into branding too. What else would you say?
Branding. I specialize in breakup
recovery. Okay.
And dating strategy.
Awesome. So we're going to I'm talking about mindset. So what I told everybody that she's joining me today because I forgot I booked her for a lunch date, and so we're going to do this now.
Double booked.
Yeah. So the first thing with mindset, I'm going to start with a quote, okay? Henry Ford, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. And what that means is that if you believe you can do it, you're going to be way more likely to be able to achieve it. And if you believe you can't do it, you're less likely to be able to achieve it. And that's where mindset becomes a powerful aspect in terms of whatever goal you're trying to achieve. I use the same thing in my health journey. I use it in my business, in my coaching practice. Everything I'm doing, there's a certain belief system that comes into play. So that really tells you, number one, why mindset is so important. And the second thing I like to share, I'll let Natalia pipe in on her idea after I'm done one more. The other one I'll talk about is limiting beliefs. So the idea is that we all have limiting beliefs. And what these are is they constantly talk to us about what we can or cannot do, about assumptions that we make internally that we don't know about. And so it's important for you to understand what those limiting beliefs are. It's important for you to understand what assumptions you make about yourself, about other people. Because if you can do that, you can break away the barriers of your mindset that hold you back. So limiting beliefs to me is another important aspect to consider when you're thinking about the power of mindset. Now, I'll turn over to Natalia to see if she has any thoughts on mindset. Any ideas?
Mindset is it's one of the first things that I talk to about my clients because I feel, two people can be in the exact same situation and one person will, transform it and use it to thrive and someone else will, become closed off, bitter, hardened by the experience. So it really, it has to do with you deciding that you are going to, use this experience to learn and grow.
Okay, I love that. That's great. And I think that brings up the idea of the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. And thanks for the hearts. We love the hearts. It's great. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset is a really powerful tool to help you become more able to leverage your mind. And another thing I want to share with you with the power of mindset is when I work with people, there's 3 things I focus on. Number 1 is your mindset. Number 2 is a tactic and strategy. And number 3 is what's the plan. And so whatever you're trying to do, if I'm trying to lose weight, if I'm trying to pass a test, if I'm trying to build my business, the first thing is what's your actual mindset? So think about that because it's the first step before everything else. If the mindset is bad, then the tactics and strategies will not work as well. The plan will not be as effective. So for me, that's another thing. Another thing I want to share with you, 2 other points about mindset. 2 of my personal mindsets that I have. One is gratitude. Everywhere I go, I'm grateful that Natalia is here with me. I'm grateful to have you as an audience. I'm grateful to share and leverage my influence. When your attitude is gratitude, every moment is a monument. It becomes an amazing part of your day, your week, your life, your year. So I totally encourage you to encourage gratitude as one of those mindsets. What about you? What are there particular mindsets that you like to embody?
One of the things that I reference a lot is something called the drama triangle. Have you heard of it?
No. Okay.
So the drama triangle, so you can imagine this triangle, and on the points there's victim, rescuer, and persecutor. So at any point, you can experience something and, feel like you're the victim of something. But then if you're the victim, then someone else is the persecutor. So you kind of you create that dynamic. What's opposite to this is there's a little circle, and that circle is a circle of love, and that's accountability, and that's where you are at choice, and you're responsible for how you feel and how you behave, instead of like, that this person is doing something to you. That life is just doing it, to you instead of for you.
Okay, now here's a great question. How do we remove a particular negative mindset? Any thoughts on that? How do you remove it?
I think it's a practice.
Yeah.
It's a practice. It's also a community. I definitely can feel when I'm in an entrepreneur group or a coaching community, as opposed to other social groups.
And let me give you another example of how I have a negative mindset. So one of my biggest negative mindsets is about my body, because I'm overweight, and so I have body image issues. And so often I look at myself and I don't like what I see. How do I change that? Well, mindfulness, and also practicing to love parts of me before, and then get to the whole of me. So one of the things my counselor told me years ago to say is look at yourself and try to find things you like, as opposed to focusing on what you don't like. And by practicing that mindset, I get better and better at starting to love myself and to accept myself. And whenever I feel those, hateful feelings towards certain parts of my body, they're not as bad anymore. So again, to her point, it takes practice. You got to practice. And I think the last thing I want to share before we head off, I love the thanks guys. The last thing I want to share is another important mindset to have is empathy. I use empathy in everything that I do, because empathy is the root of love, empathy is the root of connection, empathy is the root of caring about people. So absolutely, mindset is a constructive or destructive tool. So that's why you have to have the growth mindset. So try empathy wherever you go. Empathize with people. Anyone who caused you pain, anyone who caused you problems, they are projecting their own pain and their own problems. So if you can empathize with that, it'll affect you less. And I find that's helped me in every single aspect of my life, particularly in social media and some of the bullying I get online, because I'm talking about things that are really personal and political. So to me, empathy is a really important piece. So I think that's it for today. Anything else you want to add, or you're?
Two things.
Sure, please. She's into this. It's good.
Yeah. Okay, so one is learning to become your own best friend.
Oh.
I know we hear about this, it can seem like woo-woo, but it's actually not, because
self-love.
Yeah, and it's bringing awareness to how. We say this, but it's really this practice of, if you start tracking the things that you're saying to yourself, and then turning that around, hey, if your friend was saying this about themselves, what would you say? So you kind of learn how to become your own internal coach. The second piece is around perspective, and I think about this a lot. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Gary Vee talks about
Gary
this.
Vaynerchuk, yeah, exactly.
There was also this article in the New York Times. This woman who just died, she wrote an article about why you may want to date my husband. So she just died, and she wrote her.
I just read that. That was amazing.
Oh my God, and she's she's just wishing for one more day, and all of these things, and you can't read that and not just completely gain perspective on how amazing your life is as is.
And the importance of now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So thanks so much for joining me. We're here every week at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays with Seopa to Seize Your Passion. Check out the stream at seopa.com/stream. My name is Bobby Umar. I'm here with Natalia Juarez, and that was a great session. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care. Bye.